We're following breaking news overnight in the Middle East. Sources tell NBC News Israel carried out a military strike against Iran in response to last week's attack. WCNC Charles Bree Jackson has the latest.
Good morning, Sarah. Sources tell NBC News Israel carried out a limited military strike against Iran, and it comes after Israel's war cabinet spent days debating their response.
New video showing the airstrikes that Israel carried out.
Israeli forces striking back against Iran's attack that saw more than 300 drones and missiles launched at Israel.
Unfortunately, in the Middle East, an eye for an eye and the retaliatory sort of mindset is very strong.
Israel's military action comes despite President Biden's calls for restraint. Israeli officials notified the U.S. that a response was coming and American troops were not involved.
What we can say with assurance is that the United States itself did not participate in that kind of military activity.
The impact of Israel's strike is still being assessed. Members of the intelligence community say the reaction moving forward will depend on the extent of the damage.
I do not believe at this point that Iran wants a major war, because it will lose that, and it will lose it in a big way. But at the same time, the Iranian leadership also has to face its domestic political pressure, and it can't be seen as just laying down to Israel's offensive capabilities.
I think we have to assume that that's it from Israel for the time being, and perhaps they're just trying to see whether or not Iran is going to respond.
Heightened tensions in the Middle East, further raising concerns that the conflict could spread. And on Thursday, the Biden administration announced new sanctions targeting Iran's missile and drone program after its attack on Israel last weekend. In Washington, Bree Jackson, WCNC Charlotte.